Hello, Joni Rotten here. Operation Popeye. Do you know what it is? Let's learn. Again, I'm going to the basic Wikipedia. They want me to know this information. That's why they have it here. So I'm going to read it. Operation Popeye. I encourage people, if you know anything about these things, you have other information you want to add to this, if you know any other good articles, please feel free to share them. If this sends you on a search, please share that as well with us. You can come up and I'll let you have the floor and you can share what you know. So contact me. Operation Popeye, which is a project controlled weather Popeye motor pool intermediary compatriot, was a military cloud seeding project carried out by the United States Air Force during the Vietnam War in 1967 through 72. The highly classified program attempted to extend the monsoon season over specific areas of Ho Chi Minh Trail in order to disrupt North Vietnamese military supplies by softening the road surfaces and causing landslides. The former U.S. Secretary of Defense, Robert S. McNamara, was aware that there might be objections raised by the international scientific community, but said in a memo to the president that such objections had not in the past been a basis for prevention of military activities considered to be in the interests of the United States national security. In other words, don't listen to them. And the chemical weather modification program was conducted from Thailand over Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, and allegedly sponsored by Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and the CIA without the authorization of then Secretary of Defense Melvin Laird, who had categorically denied to Congress that a program for modification of the weather for use was a tactical weapon even existed. So here you can clearly see that they're not even on the same page. So when one says, no, that's not possible, another one says, not only is it possible, but I've already done it. Build up, I didn't ask your permission. A report titled Rainmaking in Siasia outlines use of lead iodide and silver iodide deployed by aircraft in a program that was developed in California at Naval Air Weapons Station China Lake and tested in Okinawa, Guam, and the Philippines, and Texas and Florida in a hurricane study project called Project Storm Fury. Operation Popeye's goal was to increase rainfall in carefully selected areas to deny the Vietnamese enemy, namely military supply trucks, the use of the roads by 1, softening road surfaces, 2, causing landslides along those roadways, 3, washing out river crossings, and 4, maintaining saturated soil conditions beyond the normal time span. The goal of the operation was to extend days of rainfall by about 30 to 45 days each monsoon season. So they did this over several seasons. The 54th Weather Reconnaissance Squadron carried out the operation using the slogan, quote, "Make mud, not war," starting on March 20th of 1967 and continuing through every rainy season, March through November, in Southeast Asia until 1972. Operational cloud seeding missions were flown. The 3 C-130 Hercules aircrafts and 2 F-4C Phantom aircraft based at Udon, Thani Royal Thai Air Force Base in Thailand. Tinian, is that what it, Tani, I don't know. Flew 2 sorties per day, and the aircraft were officially on weather reconnaissance missions, and the aircraft crew, as part of their normal duty, also generated weather report data. The crews, all from the 54th Weather Reconnaissance Squadron, were rotated into the operation on a regular basis from Guam. Inside the squadron, the rain-making operations were codenamed Motor Pool. The public relations, says reporter Jack Anderson, published a story in March of 1971 concerning Operation Popeye, though in his column it was called Intermedia Compatriot. The name Operation Popeye entered the public space through a brief mention in the Pentagon Papers and a July 3rd, 1972 article in the New York Times. Operations in Laos ceased 2 days after the publication of the Times article. Of course, they need a citation there. Here are some other projects: Project Storm for Fury, Weather Warfare, Weather Modification, WC-130 Hercules. We've got some sources: the Weather Modification Hearing PDF from the United States Senate Subcommittee on Oceans and International Environment of the Committee on Foreign Relations, which came out March 20th of 1974, and published government documents: Kiefer Edward C. Foreign Relations of the United States from 1964 to 68, volume XXVII, Laos, United States Government Printing Office in 1998. We've got some references here. The rainmaking used as a weapon in Southeast Asia from the Daytona Beach Morning Journal. In Florida, we got Ciacia, rainmaking, Department of Defense, Project Storm Fury, United States Department of the Navy, ENMOD and the U.S. Congress. From the sunshineproject.org. I don't like that name. Why do they always wrap it up in such pretty things? The encyclopedia. Yeah, I read the Sunshine Project. It was great. You know, they were murdering people or making it very uncomfortable for them. It's called the Sunshine Project. The Encyclopedia of Vietnam War, a political, social, and military history. Thomas Wild, The Weather Warfare, Global Dominance Over Weather, Full Spectrum Dominance by Us Over Weather. That was from 2007. The Air Weather Reconnaissance Association Gallery for January of 2005. The Pentagon Papers, Gravel Edition, Volume 4, Chapter 2, U.S. Ground Strategy and Force Deployments, 1965 to 68. And another one by Seymour Hersh. Rainmaking is used as weapon by U.S. Cloud seeding in Indochina is said to be aimed at hindering troop movements and suppressing anti-aircraft fire. Rainmaking used for military purposes by the U.S. in Indochina since 1963. We've got some external links from the U.S. hearing, Operation Motor Pool, and Dr. Edwin X. Berry's 1969 trip to the Philippines for Operation Popeye, which you can find now on the Wayback Machine. So if you find this interesting or you have some more information, you'd like to share it, do a stream with me, or if you share it in the comments, or if you make your own video, which I highly recommend, please tag me, contact me, send me the link, let me see what you've got. And you know, there we go. We'll continue from there. So there's just another little peek inside the Lookoutfa Charlie. We're following the breadcrumbs. Thank you, Charlie. Operation Popeye. We now have an idea of what that is. See ya.